We are rolling. Hello, everybody. My name is
Hi.
Georgine.
And I am Xenia.
This is the beautiful Xenia. We are coming together. We're doing a little bit of a Wonder Twin Aussie Powers Activate um, to share some of our knowledge base. I have been working in a kind of personal development, mind, body, coaching role for about 17 years.
And she's great at it.
We'll get into a bit of that. Thanks, Xenia. Thanks, Z. And Xenia is a superstar singer and has toured with some of the biggest artists around, like JT, Justin Timberlake,
Jay-Z,
Demi Lovato. I mean, big names. So Xenia here has worked at a sort of top level music industry professionalism level, and I've done a working kind of like the person behind the people, supporting people reaching their best potential in both the entertainment industry and in other fields as well. I do a lot of stuff with like chronic physical conditions, and a whole bunch of other stuff. But we decided to come together and specifically do a series of classes for people who are entertainment industry professionals and who really want to break through, because I'm really passionate about music and I have like no talent or skill in it, if you remember. So I've got,
but
like,
we still sing together
we
anyway.
sing together all the time, and sometimes I have to carry Xenia, and
Standard behavior.
No, but we just have a hoot together.
And George has actually helped me a lot because there's just so much energy behind us creatives. And we go through so many dramatic things in our lives. I think a lot of us do, but especially as creatives, we go through so many dramatic things, and it's almost like the curse of the artist in a way, just because we need to come up with certain content. It's like the universe gives it to us, but how do we direct this energy instead of making it like destructive? How can we make it productive?
And that's because I actually have, I know my singing was pretty incredible just then, but beautiful singing, but I actually was a professional stand-up comedian for 13 years. So I have a base of knowledge in the entertainment industry. And I've spent a lot of time thinking about how entertainers actually shape culture and consciousness. So from my perspective, I'm interested in helping people come to the highest level of the work that they do, because entertainers reach so many people. Oh, I'm getting my truth pimples. I can't fake these. Entertainers reach so many people that if we can raise the consciousness of entertainers, then we're really helping to raise the consciousness of mankind. And I really believe in that. And one of the things that I've noticed from watching entertainers for years is that a lot of the times people who are reaching a lot of people have a lot of energy, but it's badly organized. And that often expresses in their like personal lives, the drama that so many entertainers go through, like their rise and their falls, and yet they produce this stuff that is really a gift to humanity, because we all use music to transcend some kind of state that we're in. And I feel really passionate about supporting people in the music industry, because I know that I have, in my darkest hour, have been helped by listening to some kind of music that just carried me through a space. And I really want to share all the stuff I've learned about energy and consciousness, so that painful kind of badly organized energy can actually be reorganized in a more efficient way. So the expansive gift that we all get is usually the musical creation that comes from that energy when it's gotten kind of realigned.
It's actually interesting that you say that, because I, in my darkest hour as a creative, have been able to get through these circumstances or these situations through creating music.
Absolutely.
So that's the best thing. And I feel like as Georgia and I met and we grew to really know each other and trust each other and have these certain conversations, it was just clear and very apparent to us that we had to work together.
Yeah.
And that I could bring kind of like a shaman in a way into the music industry to just kind of see from an overall perspective things that we see so closely right in front of our faces, and we just can't see the bigger picture.
Can't see that bigger picture.
Yeah, and it was great because working with Georgia, she's been able to help me to see the bigger picture of why we feel the way we feel and why we do the things that we do on an overall scale, and help to use the tools. Now I'm like, how did I ever go without these tools? How did I ever create without these tools? Now I feel like I can like slow things down and see things from a greater perspective, and then go in with intention.
And that's sort of the difference, because I think a lot of times creatives are unconsciously almost doing, yes, as you say, it's almost like a shamanic experience where all this like pain comes in, or something, you know, they get heartbroken, or there's got some drama in their life, and then it's in the processing of that, the energy that's in that more dense form, let's just say it, they go through this internal process, and then the gift, the output is the music. And we can all relate to that music because we all feel those sort of human archetypal emotions and pain. But what I've been able to do through this work with people is to really harness that shamanic process. I don't want to like.
I mean, I said it for lack of better words, but you know what I mean. So it's someone that can just kind of like see from the outside with the wisdom that you have, for sure.
And to harness the process in a more conscious way, because any kind of I sort of call it initiation into some kind of next level of consciousness, there's usually a pain because we're in so much confusion and we're just trying to process something that's going on. And I've developed the tools that speed up that process so the creative output comes sooner. It's almost like you recognize the pain, and then instead of going in the old roller coaster with it and letting the pain take you all over the shop, we harness it much faster, and we get that into the creative process faster, and we re-architect and reorganize the energy so it can then actually be beneficial to hold that much energy.
Because as artists, we're very hard on ourselves. Extremely hard on ourselves, because we see things in such a cinematic way, and we see things as a movie. We see things in such a creative and emotional way, and so it's great to be able to learn how to slow it down and actually really create that movie, because we really can create that movie. We can create our lives to be so beautiful, and it can be a really magical journey, which I've experienced. And that's one of the reasons why I've wanted to share it with everyone. And Georgia and I have discussed this so much. We've just talked about my journey in the music business and how magical it's been, and how I've just jumped into the unknown of so many magical, like, unexpected things. It's what was I going through when I opened up and found those unexpected things? What state was I in? What state of allowance was I in at that time? And then when the things weren't happening for me, what state of resistance was I in? So it's just kind of like peeling a few layers back and understanding, okay, before I get to the destination, how can I understand how to make the journey a journey more magical and
it's
easier.
Also by actually understanding energy, that more unconscious process becomes conscious, and then you always have these sort of tools to speed that process up available to you, and you can recreate that like beginner's luck magic. I mean, when I came to America, within a year of me doing stand-up, I was picked up by one of the top 3 clubs in LA, the world famous Comedy Store. And that was because I had a certain magical beginner's luck zone that I was in. And then the more I invested into my career, the more some of that wore away, and it turned into something different. And I kind of wish I knew then what I know now about energy, because I would have understood how to restore myself back to that kind of magical open space. But my life just took a different turn. But I was able to help my friend Vicki Barbolak, she got onto America's Got Talent and she made it to the finals using these tools. And now she's like managed by Brittany Spears. She got picked up by Brittany Spears' manager. And so this system that I've developed through working with people, not just in the entertainment industry, but a lot of people actually struggling with really chronic stuff. Once you understand how energy works, you can take that badly organized energy and make it well organized and get into that creative, expansive, magical state much faster and much more easily. And it's super fun. It's like, I'm not just like a leaf in the wind being blown around by this tornado of creativity and the challenges of the industry. It's more like, I am in a vortex of energy, but I can feel it and flow with it and actually direct it in a much more
maximize it
and maximize that energy instead of being taken down by it, which is when you see that roller coaster of people in the entertainment industry. They've got so much energy, badly organized, and it takes them down before maybe they ascend upwards, or maybe they just disappear and that's the end of the story. So we are uniting, and we have a venture that we're calling FAN, which comes from a concept that I have, which is frequency activate now. Like, how do you activate your powerful frequencies to reach more people, to extend your reach, your impact, and the potentiality and the possibility that you can sort of fan like a flame.
That's true. Actually, I love that.
Fan like a flame into your most beautiful, fiery, gorgeous, creative journey.
Just bring out your charisma, your best charisma.
Bring out your charisma.
Your best energy, feeling your best as you're going out and expressing yourself with your gift.
Yeah, exactly. And I think once now I understand how this works, when I do go through a difficult time, I actually understand that this is an opportunity for me to harvest more energy for my expansion. I don't get taken down by it. I actually go, well, at first it's a bit uncomfortable, but then I'm like, okay, but this is actually energy I need for my next level expansion.
You see it as an opportunity.
It's actually an opportunity. Like the kind of bummer times actually become an opportunity. And that's such a self-empowering thing to understand, because then you're never afraid of kind of feeling bad when you know that it's actually an opportunity for greater expansion if you know what to do with it.
One of my favorite quotes by Wayne Dyer is, when you change the way you look at things, the things you're looking at change. So that's what Georgia and I want to do for the creatives that will be watching this, is just give you an opportunity to have a different perspective on all of that energy and that emotion that you have. Yeah.
And I was excited to work with Xenia because she has worked at such this high level of, like a dream, a career a lot of people would dream of, what it actually takes to get to that level, and to be able to hold your energy and space under that amount of pressure. There's a lot of stuff already that a lot of people haven't gotten the chance to come near to, in order to even understand how to master those kinds of conditions as well.
Because the actual talent is 5% of the job.
Right. What else does it take? Exactly. Yeah. Like there's so many factors.
If it was just based upon your creative gift, you'd sail through.
Right.
But it's not. It's dealing with being on time. It's dealing with the energy and the attitude that you show up with every day. It's getting along with other people, getting along with people or working with people that you may not get along with or you may not connect with. And just all moving parts. So how can you be part of all these moving parts and play your best role? One of my things is just to become a star at my role. I just want to be a star in my position. The position that I'm giving, I'm going to be the best at it.
And I feel like, a lot of people in their minds, they're like, okay, I want to be like this successful because it's going to mean all these things for me. But what will actually bring people joy is often not exactly that vision. So that idea of becoming the best star you can be in your role can be it doesn't have to be like winning Grammys and do, even though that stuff is cool, but your greatest joy actually may lie somewhere else in the whole broad spectrum of the music career. And this work is really to help you get into alignment with that, so you have a well-rounded life, and that you're living in balance with all of your aspects of yourself. So yeah, you can thrive as a human being. So if you're interested in coming on this journey with us, we have a lot to share. We've been like super excited about doing this. Please just drop in your email, and we will be sending out some information about our first offering coming up. Woohoo!